Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome back to Cannon Fodder, the channel for Arsenal fans all over this world. It's a Thursday afternoon show, and I've got to tell you what, outside ain't looking too bad, is it? Not looking too bad at all outside, man. If you believe that, actually looking that way, it is looking really, really sunny. Forget about that. We're looking about that. But anyway, we've got three parts of the whole news. One Arsenal related, two Arsenal related. I think, yeah, two Arsenal related. We've got some comments from our centre back that got loaned out how many times, and I think life's going good for him. I think out in the French league. We've got some comments from our number one goalkeeper. Some news about some property being frozen or held by the government. What am I talking about? See you on the other side of this music intro. Yes, indeedy. Welcome back to Cannon Fodder, the channel for Arsenal fans all over this world. It's a Thursday afternoon show over here, somewhere across the universe, somewhere on planet Earth, somewhere in Europe, somewhere in England, somewhere in North London. I'm not about to tell you. I'm not about to say it. But what I am going to tell you is make sure you do subscribe to Cannon Fodder TV. I can't hit the button because it's a virtual button. But you can do it on your device, your mobile phone, your laptop, any kind of device. Yeah, subscribe. Do it, do it, do it. All right, people. Yes. Let's talk about first. Who should we talk about first? I think we'll talk about the situation here across London with this Joker. Actually, there's two here, but the Joker, the main Joker at the moment, is the person on the right. Yeah, Roman Abramovich, man. God, dear me. So it looks like possibly, but my ex paymasters, the charity commissioners for England and Wales, at least, they do listen to Cannon Fodder TV. I think they do. Anyway, Roman Abramovich attempts to sell Chelsea halted after the UK freezes his assets. Chelsea and their players have been plunged into a state of limbo after the UK government imposed sanctions on Roman Abramovich, putting the sale of the club on hold and leaving the European champions at risk of falling into financial difficulties. That's not going to happen. That won't happen. But anyway, the Guardian newspaper understands that some of their players are concerned about the direction of the club. Really? Really? I don't think so. By extension, their own futures. Well, okay, fair enough. And they're desperate for clarity. They are alarmed because one of the stipulations that have arisen from the sanctions is that Chelsea are unable to sign players or renew existing contracts. One dressing room source says it was chaos with people fearing that the club could go into administration. That's not going to happen, people. The men's team have three important first team players whose deals are set to end this summer. Well, then, adios, bye bye. Cesar Azpilicueta, Antonio Rudiger, and Andres Christian. The women's team have five squad members whose contract expires at the end of the season. And Katrin Berger, Marin Meherd, and Joanna Anderson, Ji Sun Yun, and Drew Spence. Christensen is believed to have an agreement in principle to join Barcelona as a free agent, but other members of the squad, the men's and the women's team, including some who are out of loan, are worried about how restrictions will affect the new phase of their careers. There's a whole bucket load of more information, but I can't be bothered. But what I am going to say is, what I understand is that because the assets have been frozen, he cannot sell the club. Why? Because it's been frozen. They cannot do any new business. No new business can be done. So that's like, looking to buy players, actually selling tickets. That's seen as a new activity that you can't do once the assets have been frozen. Frozen solid. No ins and no outs. Frozen. Oh my goodness. And you know what? When I read this segment, the first thing that came to mind was it's like chickens coming home to roost. I mean, we know the situation with the Ukraine and Russia. and parts of the world. There's absolute, terrible news there. But football as a segment, British football needs a reboot. It does need a reboot. I mean, the influx of millions and millions, actually billions of pounds and dollars, have just kind of tainted the sport, the popular sport, at least we have here in the UK, football. So football, literally, you know what? The British FA, UEFA, FIFA, wake up. Wake up. It needs a massive reboot. And like your computer, you can like press, is it Control, Alt, and Delete to reboot your computer. Football needs a big old reboot. But that's the news in regards to Chelsea, man. Again, it was only a matter of time that this was going to happen. All this stuff about, oh, you know what, I want to give it to Chelsea Foundation. I want to give it to my best friend to look after. Didn't work, man. Didn't work. Abramovich. Don't try it, man. Don't try it. It didn't work. Did not work. So I'm gonna keep tabs on this news. I ain't gonna let go. Like a dog, doesn't let go of the bone. I won't be letting go of this news. Nah. They're not down the roads. I don't mean like our rivals. I'm talking about our rivals. Well, I'm talking about Chelsea anyway. And Abramovich trying to put a fast one, didn't he? Yeah, man. Get the assets got frozen, man. Can't budge in it. Once you're in a block of ice, you can't move. All right. The second news segment I want to talk about is William Saliba. Well, Saliba words. Yes, he's kind of opened up about his stay in the French league. Well, anyway, he says since February, I've been very average. Yeah, man. He told RMC Sports, translated by Sports Witness, there's no need to hide. I know that I need to work. I'm a young player, but it's no excuse. I'm going to give everything to get back to my good level. After keeping 10 La Liga 1's clean sheets in the first 5 months of the season, Marseille have failed to stop their opponents from netting since January. Not good, man. With Saliba playing the full 90 minutes every one of those 6 matches. Despite this, though, the Frenchman is still one of the most highly rated young defenders across Europe. And Le are reportedly keen on signing Olympiacos could be Lyon are reportedly keen on signing him permanently this summer. Olympique Marseille will sit down at the end of the season. The Frenchman said when asked about a potential move. We've had a difficult month in February. We started March badly, but we'll soon find a taste of victory. I like that. Again, especially the good style of play we had at the start of the season. I tell you what, man. Look at that. Read between the lines. William Saliba is not coming back to Arsenal. He's not going to play for Arsenal again. All right? So don't ask me any more questions about, hey, Alex, William Saliba. Listen, he's just saying it there. Read between the lines. He ain't coming back to Arsenal. Matteo Guendouzi, bye-bye. He's no longer an Arsenal player. And boy, he just can't keep himself to himself, can he? Can't keep his mouth quiet. Doesn't have nice things to say. So anyway, William Saliba, I think life is good for him in France. Why wouldn't he want to come and play for Arsenal? He ain't coming back to Arsenal. Mark my words. And the last new segment I want to talk about is about Ramsdale. Ramsdale. Well, anyway, Arsenal star and Ramsdale admits he hates playing against a Leicester City ace, Jamie Vardy. Yeah, Arsenal goalkeeper Aaron Ramsdale has somewhat surprisingly named Leicester City striker Jamie Vardy as his toughest opponent. Ramsdale's closing on his 100th Premier League appearance, and he's coming up against the deadliest striker in the world during that time, including Harry Kane, Cristiano Ronaldo, Mo Salah, Romelu Lukaku, and Leicester City won't have Jamie Vardy. He's sustained an injury. He's going to be out for a long time. But the England stopper says Leicester City ace Vardy is the toughest opponent because he doesn't afford goalkeepers a second to rest. The one I hate playing against most is Jamie Vardy, admitted Ramsdale. This guy just doesn't stop running. I love to have him on my team. I hate playing against him. I've played against him 5 times now. He scored 4 times. Well, it's a good thing you won't be playing. Anyway, Arsenal take on Leicester City on Sunday at the Emirates when Ramsdale could come up against. No, he's not coming up against Vardy. The side win against Watford on Sunday helped the Gunners into fourth spot, which is their aim for the season. The Gunners have 3 games in hand. For me, it doesn't mean anything. On challenge Man United, who lost against Man City later on that day. So, people, that or these or those have been the new segments of today on Canon for the TV. Now, I'll put out a poll within the last half hour, I believe. It was the last half hour. That poll was in regards to the quick demise of Everton. Evertonians, man, must be running for the hills, man. God, dear me. They're just hovering above the relegation zone. So the question I put out, would you want Arsenal to go for Richarlison, the Brazilian striker? Is he a striker? He is a striker. How would you feel about Arsenal? Would you like Arsenal to go for Richarlison? So within the last, I say not half hour, 45 minutes, let's have a look. Oh my goodness. 180 votes. No comments just yet. 7 likes. Again, would you take Richarlison? Choose only one. So yes or no. So 37% of the followers and subscribers and followers say, yeah, you would take Richarlison at Arsenal. Not sure how much it will cost us though. And of course, 63% of you said, actually, Alex, no, we don't want. What's wrong with Richarlison? He's young, he's mobile, scores goals. We've got possibly a better strike rate than Lacazette. I'm only saying, I think he's got a better strike rate than Alexander Lacazette. Might cost between 30, 35 million pounds. Premier League proven. I'm only asking a question. All right, people. So that is it. Let's go into the live chat for the first time and see who has joined us on this Thursday afternoon show, at least over here in the UK anyway. We've got a moderator for today, and that is DWDT. So hello, Alex, and chat room. I mean, is there an echo in here? Hello, Alex. Anyway, he says, chat room, just do it and subscribe. Just do it. Do it. Alex, Wagwan, Powerhouse, long time, man. You've been working. Well, listen. It's not always about podcasting. And I realize that. I know it. So I'm taking my foot off the pedal in regards to the content coming live this week and next week. There is no Canon project on Mondays for the next 2 weeks. There is no Easy Talk on a Friday, the flagship show for the next 2 weeks. So, but I understand. It's not all about checking and seeing and listening to Alex. Because Alex doesn't know what he's talking about, man. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just here just for the ride, man. Just here for the ride. But good to see you back in the live chat. Gary. Remember, he's hurt English football just as much as it hurts Chelsea owner. Because they put the money in and he takes it all out, doesn't he? Anyway. And see these scissors, Master Samuel, brother, says blessings, Alex, and a blessing to you, brother. Say hello to your family from us. And we've got another moderator, Noah. Hello, Alex. How are you? Just feel sad for Ukraine. Yes, I think we all do, actually. It's a terrible situation. Absolutely terrible. Matt Roberts, good afternoon, says that if you had to pick one, I would rather have DCL than Richarlison. My problem with him is he likes to run at teams which you do need. Then you know what I think I'll probably do? I might... most likely I will be coming up live tomorrow afternoon, not in the evening. So between now and then, I might do like a comparison between Dominic Calvert-Lewin and Richarlison. I do like the way, to be honest, the way Richarlison plays. The guy is so direct, man. None of this tiki-taka. Sight and goal, he'll have a shot. But I need to do a comparison actually between the three players, Lacazette, DCL, and Richarlison. So give me that time. Give me that time. But okay, you'd rather you'd rather have Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Richarlison, not good enough. Oh, I'm being told now, man. I'm being told. Plus, he does be much of a dramatic. Is he a dramatic player? Is he? I'm gonna do a comparison. I need to do my homework, man. Let me do my homework. I'll do a comparison between Lacazette, Calvert-Lewin, and Richarlison, and do it for the Friday afternoon show. Yeah. Any other questions, people? Any other questions? Thinking, did the poll I did a previous poll, didn't I? I did a previous poll. Just trying to remember what I did. Oh my goodness. I hope you guys enjoyed the show I did yesterday with my brothers. Brother Isaac and my real brother, Ralph, yesterday. All right, let's have a look and see. What was the poll I did previously to that? Ah, how can I forget, man? All this foolishness, this silly comments about, oh, Harry Kane has just surpassed King Henry or Henry. Yeah, what and so what? So what? He hasn't won anything. Look at his cabinet. If Kane has a cabinet, probably got a plastic bag, a packet of crisps in his bag, but there's no trophies in there. There's no trophies in there. So I just asked the question just for the fun of it. King Thierry Henry versus Harry Kane. Choose only one. And some jokers, I've got to say, out of 956 votes, 36 thumbs ups and 9 comments. I have responded to all those comments there. Some jokers have voted for Harry Kane. I'll tell you the figures. So 97% of the followers and subscribers and followers voted for the King. Not the Kane, the King. And 3% of some jokers voted for Kane. And when I find you, I want to sort you out. Oops, 3% of you. Must be some old granny somewhere in the cupboard. No. Come on, man. What's going on? What's this world coming to? Just making sure that we are going to retweet that we are live and direct from somewhere across the universe. We are live. There we go. And what was it? It was Leno. Ha! There we go. Pow. Done. All right. He is. I've seen him a couple of times. Richarlison is always either diving or spending much of his time on the floor. Really? Oh. Okay. All right. I can't say that I've noticed that, to be honest. I haven't noticed that. I probably need to do some serious homework. Okay. Okay, people. Any questions? Otherwise. Dearie me. Well, Hulk has come back. Long time since what? Why has Ramsdale been? He hasn't been dropped. He hasn't been dropped. Someone put a comment out over the weekend, and the comment was alluding to the fact that Ramsdale is a little bit erratic. Again, I didn't see the majority of the game on Sunday because I was like stuck in a car, going someplace, and I had to listen to it on the radio. Someone put a comment out in regards to Ramsdale, and he's been a little bit erratic over the last couple of games. Would you drop Ramsdale? I mean, personally, I wouldn't, because Ramsdale is our number one goalkeeper. That's first and foremost. All players, secondly, all players are going to make mistakes. All players, I don't care who you are, whether you're paid like £400,000 a week, or the captain, or the star player or star players in the team. All players are going to make mistakes and errors. That is just the way it is. No player is a robot. They're all human beings. So unless he has some serious blunders over a period of time, then we might have to ask the question. But someone did put a comment on Twitter, so does Ramsdale need to be dropped? Not for me, not for me. So that's what it is. He hasn't been dropped. It's just me just trying to provoke a debate, a discussion. That's all it is. That's all it is. He does what you want, like Saka. Do so. Wouldn't complain if we got him, though. Okay. Okay, yeah, it's been a long time, and yes, Ramsdale can sometimes panic, but that's something that would change with maturity. He's very, very young. That's what I just said as well. Yeah, I mean, the group of players are very, very young, and even if they weren't young, they would still make mistakes. All players are going to make mistakes, but again, it's like the yardstick has to be over a period of time. Yeah, so let's just say, for example, in 1 month, if the player's making regular mistakes in 1 month, then you've got to ask questions. But if he's making one mistake in February and then one in March and maybe the next in April, May, and then I think that's understandable because all players are going to make mistakes. How can you compare day and night? Back to sneeze then. The difference is clear. King is far better than Kane. Yeah, well, but the funny thing is you say that, but look, some small group of people, maybe through just being a little bit silly or malicious, where it's their opinion, they voted for Kane, not the King. There are two types of mistakes. Mistakes that anyone could make, and mistakes that only inexperienced players make. So, which camp are our young players in? Oh dear, because our players are not inexperienced; they're experienced players, aren't they? But there are mistakes that everyone makes mistakes in all walks of life. I don't care who you are, unless you are a robot. Robots make mistakes because of what information we have put and how we've programmed the robot or the algorithm. But that is just it, isn't it? But we all make mistakes. We all make mistakes. Just watching people on Twitter go, losing their minds, thinking, "Oh, Ramsdale's been dropped." No, he hasn't been dropped. He hasn't been dropped. It's just a debate that we would like to have here. Okay. Right. If there's not any more comments, I think what I could do, I could repeat the news of today from Canon Photo TV's perspective. And I think I'll do just that. So, three parts of the whole. First up, we spoke about. Who did we speak about first? We spoke about the two jokers, man. Two jokers. Always jokers in the pack, isn't there? Roman Abramovich attempts to sell Chelsea are halted after UK freezes his assets. Chelsea and their players have been plunged into a state of limbo after the UK government imposed sanctions, and Roman Abramovich is putting up the sale of the club on hold and leaving the European champions at risk of failing into financial difficulties. That is not going to happen, man. The Guardian newspaper understands that some of the players are concerned about the direction the club is taken. By extension, their own futures, and are desperate for clarity. I'm not going to read all that stuff again, but what I am going to say is, as I understand it, Because the assets have been frozen, they cannot conduct any new business. Yeah, frozen means frozen. No ins, no outs. No new businesses, period. Period. Then we spoke about William Saliba, who's actually said that, he within the last month, that he's level. He hasn't played well by his own admission. He just said that there's no way, there's no need to hide. I know that I need to work. I'm a young player, but it's no excuse. I'm going to give everything to get back to my good level. But what I actually wanted to say is that Saliba is putting his hand up and said that he hasn't been on top of his game. But a player can't perform on his own. It's a team sport. Team sport, William, man. So don't take it too much on your shoulders. Now, apparently, Marseille are interested in making his loan spell permanent. And what he says, Saliba, is that we'll sit down at the end of the season. And we had a difficult month of February. We started March badly, but we'll soon find a taste of victory again, especially the good style of play we had at the start of the season. And the last thing we spoke about was in regards to Ramsdale, who said that the most difficult opponent that he's faced has been Jamie Vardy. Well, Jamie Vardy is out injured, so you won't have to face Jamie Vardy after all. So that's it. That's three parts of the whole. Yeah, the segments on Canon 40 TV. We'll go back into the live chat for the last one before we wrap up this one. You notice I've been doing short shows. Short shows? Nothing wrong with that, man. Nothing wrong with short, sharp shows. We've got another moderator in Ashley D. Hey up, Gooners, he says. And then they are about an experience as Premier League players, as Arteta is as a manager. Experienced players are players like Xhaka, with almost a decade of top-flight football under his belt, and continues to make mistakes and errors, but still pulls. I'm not gonna listen. I've said enough about Granit Xhaka, and he's actually said, didn't he, last week? No matter what the people say, no matter what they do, I'm not going anywhere. I'm staying at Arsenal. Good luck to you. Good luck to you, Arsenal. Good luck to Chelsea as the plastic club starts to melt. The thing is, actually, I got the impression that you missed when I spoke about the new segment the first time round. And what I said the first time round is football needs, actually, British football needs a big old reboot. And I think maybe this could be the watershed moment for the football that we play in England and how we conduct business. I'm sure at some stage in the 80s or the late 80s, British football nearly went bust. And I think we've arrived at that point again. I understand literally it's been like a domino effect because of what's happened in the Ukraine, but FIFA, the British, FA, UEFA, they need to wake up. All the floods of money. No team can, remain at the top forever because forever is a long time. So we're seeing in this era where we're seeing Man City, which is taking all the plaudits, so that they're still not won the Champions League yet. The money just coming through. Man United spent 1.2 billion over the course of what 3-4 seasons. Now you've got Newcastle with their owners. Was it the PIF or PFI or PFI? Now is the time to wake up. Gotta wake up. Plastic club or not, but you can still buy a cup of tea. Okay. I'm not so sure about that, man. I don't think so. You can do. And nobody on earth is perfect. You are bound to make mistakes. Liverpool goalkeeper Alisson makes the biggest mistake, and his coach still used him. I don't care who you are. We all make mistakes. Some more than others. Some more than others. Yeah. Leroy! What's happening, Leroy? Jamaican Gunners, welcome. Champions League once more. Saliba needed in this group of young players. He is, Leroy, but I've got a funny feeling. I can feel the hairs on my back. I don't think he's going to be coming back to Arsenal. From the last 2-3 segments, what I've spoken about him, I don't hear any complaining, moaning about life in France, complaining or moaning about his teammates. Life is good for William Saliba. So I beg the question: why would he want to come back to Arsenal? Why? Short, sharp, and straight to the point. I like. So do I. Hey, Jared. Yeah, man. Bro, man. What's happening, man? We need to get you onto the channel, man. Come on. Come on, man. You know what to do. Send me an email, man. Send me an email. That's it. The greed for money, and they turn a blind eye to every Tom, Dick, and Harry that are now buying the clubs. The chickens are coming home to roost. And again, it's a shame that this had to come about because of what's happened in the Ukraine. It's a shame. And actually, I was communicating with somebody else, and I said, what it is, you can see someone is in somebody else's pocket. Somebody else is in somebody else's pocket. Somebody's receiving some backhanders. I don't mind saying it. Somebody's receiving backhanders. And again, it's a shame it had to happen. We had to arrive at this point because of what's happened in Ukraine. Uzmov had his super yacht, $600 million super yacht confiscated. And now Abramovich has had his assets, Chelsea FC, frozen. What next? Arsenal, not Arsenal, please, but football, British football, league here needs a massive reboot. This football fair play rubbish means squat diddly. It's a free for all, isn't it? As long as you've got the money, it's a free for all. Okay. Rob Holding isn't better, but I do like Rob Holding. I like him. It's Chelsea. Nah, it's not a shame. No. Now, what I'm saying, you know what I'm talking about, actually. It's because, like I said, it's a shame it's had to come as a result of what's happened in Ukraine. I just wish, the FA, English FA, would have said, actually, you know what? No, the way they're conducting business, no. Newcastle, no. This is not how we do business. But like I say, what it is, somebody is in somebody else's pocket. And you know what I'm talking about. I'm making the most of this, given my Chelsea mates. Then carry on, Ashley. I don't know what the Russians are playing at. Better than Saliba. The coach doesn't like him. I guess Callum Chambers shabby, not in Saliba a league. I wish we'd get another partner for Gabriel. White is not good enough. Look at the second goal of Watford. His marking is terrible. Listen, get into that discussion, that debate there. You know what, people? I think we have come to an end. And I think before we go, let me just look at the latest poll that we did. Actually, we did two polls. Actually, two polls in 2 days. So the poll that actually just like over an hour ago now was in regards to Richarlison. Again, Everton, they're just hovering over the relegation zone with that wonderful manager of theirs. What's his name? Lampard. Wonderful manager. Yeah, brilliant. How did he get that job? Anyway, so if they do end up being relegated, they're going to have to sell off their best parts and their best bits or the best players. I said, maybe let's talk about Richarlison. Would you take Richarlison at Arsenal? And I think his his stats are better than Lacazette. I need to do my homework. I need to do a comparison between Lacazette, Dominic Calvin-Lewin, and Richarlison. But would you take Richarlison at Arsenal? Just a straight yes or no. So we've got 210 votes. 7 thumbs up, no comments just yet. 39% of you say yes, you would take Richarlison at Arsenal. And 61% of you say, no, Alex, no, we don't want Richarlison. We don't want Richarlison. And then we're done. The one that we did yesterday was the King versus Kane. No contest. There's no contest. I thought just for a little bit of fun, a little bit of fun. You know all the stuff about Kane has now surpassed the King's goal tally in the Premier League. So what? Where's his trophy cabinet? Where's Kane's trophy cabinet? Where's his plastic bag? He's just got a plastic bag. That's all he's got. What's he got in his bag? There's no trophies in there. Maybe a packet of crisps, and that is it. So just for the fun of it. And lo and behold, somebody's been a little bit silly, methinks. So yeah. So the King is on 97%, and Kane is on 3%. Who chose Kane? I want to find. I'm going to sort them out. Sort them out. All right, people. So we are done. I believe we finished. Quickly run through this last comments here. Where are we? Right, John the Geezer is in. Afternoon, fellas. I just see Chelsea board. Board. That's funny. I thought I saw them walking. They started to walk to make the journey to Norwich. All right, people. You know what? I'm out of here. I'm done. I'm done. I'm finished. What I'm going to say, actually, behave yourself. Is that I hope you enjoyed the short, sharp show. It's been going for like 3 minutes short of 40 minutes. Thank you for everyone joining me. I saw we kind of topped out at 24, 25, and that's really, really good. I'm not going to complain about that. Why would I want to complain about that? We're just here having a good old laugh and jokes at Chelsea's expense. But serious point, it's time for football to change. Can't have all this influx of foreign money. Yeah, people just like washing the money. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. It's time for a change. And that's it. I will be back tomorrow afternoon. Remember, there is no easy talk for the next 2 Fridays. Give myself a break. And by that, there are no canon projects for the next 2 Mondays. Giving myself a break. Yeah, I will deserve a break. Enjoy yourselves. Hope you did enjoy that. And like it says there, subscribe. Go to subscribe. Please subscribe. You don't have to, but we would like to. All right, I'm out of here. Enjoy the remnants of your day. It could be your night. It could be your afternoon. Whatever it is. You've been listening to Cannon Fodder, the channel for Arsenal fans all over this world.